This is a massive warning for all of you Bitcoin traders out there with that potential breakout happening. We have to be really careful here because I believe a bull trap is looming, and I'm gonna show you the exact level that we have to be cautious about when Bitcoin starts to move here higher. If you think that is interesting, then you should definitely stick around here. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, like this video, and also activate the bell so that you will never miss out on these important updates. And now let's get directly into it. On this 4-hourly chart, we have seen yesterday a crazy move here in Bitcoin, where Bitcoin went all the way down to retest this downward sloping support line. And lo and behold, it's massive support right now. And we can see that by the wick that we created and how fast the Bitcoin price actually came back to $28,000 once we saw Bitcoin dropping. So and on the way down, of course, we liquidated a lot of positions. So it was more or less a liquidity grab in my opinion. And then it was sent back up. And now what we can see here on the VPVR, Bitcoin gets just a little notch. So if we kick Bitcoin just a little bit over the edge, then we can see that Bitcoin might jump really quick to around $29,000 all the way up here into that liquidity area here on the VPVR. So, but for this, we need to get above $28,100 and we have to close a 4-hourly candle above that level. Only then I would expect to see that squeeze to the upside into that level. Now, when we're looking at the pattern that I mentioned already yesterday. Yesterday also we got here this fake out to the upside all the way up to $28,272 and came straight back into it. But now we are breaking out of it again. So, and here comes my warning why I'm telling you we need to be careful with that. For argument's sake, if we would get a legit breakout to the upside, the upside target would be $29,516. If we get another fake out and we would break to the downside, then the downside target is at roughly $26,000. So, but for now, let's expect that we break it to the upside because the new 4-hourly candle is already pushing out of it. The first level that we have to be cautious about is the $28,030 level because that is a horizontal resistance, as you can see here. And also here we got a fake out with multiple candles above it. Then yesterday here this fake out again. And something that I forgot yesterday to mention, but I had it in my mind, is that we have here also a beautiful W pattern. And that is also the neckline of that W pattern. And when it comes to the target for the W pattern, then we clearly see that this is around $28,900. So where is the liquidity sitting above us between $28,900 and $29,500? Do you understand already what's happening here? So we seeing the chart being set up in a way with the price action that leads psychologically to trap people in their mind with expectation, not only that we go higher and meet these targets, but potentially break even further to the upside. So, but you have to understand these resistance levels above us, they are heavy, strong resistance levels, and they will not budge in by the first attempt. I have rarely seen that in all my years that I'm in crypto and trading, that the Bitcoin ripped straight through such a long-lasting resistance at the first attempt. And that's why I believe above us is a massive bull trap, because when we get above $28,600, above basically here this high candle, once we get above that, everybody and his mother will flip bullish, especially if we close a 4-hourly candle above that and say we go to 30K. Can we spike to 30K? Yes, we can spike to 30K. I'm not saying it's not possible. We can spike to 30K. Do I believe that this is a sustainable move to 30K? No, definitely not. 100% not. I don't believe that this will be a sustainable move where we form then a flag or something like that and continue to push higher. I don't believe that. it's just not looking like it that this is going to happen. So, and that's why I'm telling you, we as traders, we have to be really cautious when this move is going to happen. Can we trade the move up into this liquidity? Yes, of course we can. We can trade this move into that supply zone, into that resistance. So, and again, I would take the trade only if we break $28,030 and close the 4-hourly candle above that level. Because you have seen here now in the last couple of days, multiple times we failed to do a close, or to, then we get a close above $28,000 on the 4-hourly chart. So if we get it, that would be my entry signal. And guys, if you want to trade this with me together, then don't forget, I'm trading on BYBIT. You still get $30,000 if you sign up here with my specific link. And if you don't like to trade on BYBIT, then you can also go to BITGET. There also you still get a deposit bonus if you sign up here with my specific link in the pinned comment below and in the description below. And if you want trades on a daily base, or let's say the trades that I most of the time taking for myself, then you should join my free Discord server. The only thing that you have to do is fill out the form, and I tell you, a condition to join is that you have a BYBIT account that is registered under my link, or a BitGet account under my link, with at least $250 in the account right now. If you meet these conditions, go to the link and fill out the form to join my private Discord server. So, and now when we are going here to this 12-hourly chart, I show you now another reason why I believe that we're gonna stop at resistance. This support level, this horizontal support level, was beautifully tested yesterday to the dollar. To the dollar, we came down to the exact bottom of it and bounced back up to the upside. And the resistance above us, again, is coming in from $28,600 all the way up to $28,900. And then the next resistance level above us is around here, $29,500 here. Once again, also on the higher time frames, we are seeing this specific level as a major resistance. And now, why I'm telling you that I think that if we get a push to the upside, it's not sustainable. One reason for that is that the stochastic RSI got a buy signal. Yes, we got the buy signal, but it's a weak one, because we are seeing already that we are trying to create here this rounding shape, which indicates that we are basically rolling over, and that momentum is already shifting to the downside. And the RSI overall is also not looking all too healthy. Also here we are seeing this rollover happening right now, and once that is completed, Bitcoin will come back down, most likely into that support area, and then hopefully get another bounce, and then break to the upside. So we might not even get this break right now over the weekend. Once it's happening, I believe that we're gonna see a really, really strong rejection from these resistance areas. So what you should do is, on the higher time frames, on a 12-hourly chart, watch for once this downward sloping resistance line, if we are breaking it on the 4-hourly chart. So draw it on the 12-hourly and then look at it on the 4-hourly chart. And if we are breaking that downward sloping trend line and we are closing a 4-hourly candle above it, there's your entry point, only there, and you trade it to the upside. If it's not happening, stay away from it, let it correct, and then you can long it from that support area here again. That is your alternative entry point for a long position to the upside. And also here on this 4-hourly chart, I just want to let you know quick. So this imbalance that was up here got filled yesterday, but the one above us is still there. So this is still something that is acting as a magnet for the Bitcoin price to go here higher. Because when I look here to the downside, there are for now no big visible imbalances besides down here. So, forgot that I don't have a box here. And this imbalance is at 25,200 all the way up to 25,600. So that is a massive one. And that might be the level that we are pulling back to once we are hitting $29,000. So that would be almost a 20% correction to the downside. And you know, guys, for Bitcoin, it's not really special to have a 20% correction after we went from, where is that big candle here? So we basically potentially go 22% up. And it's not unheard of that Bitcoin would retrace that whole move to the downside. So of course there are some levels in between that has to be broken. So, but sooner or later, I believe that over the next coming weeks, that is a legitimate target to the downside. Again, I'm not saying it's happening tomorrow, but once we're hitting $29,000, gradually we will potentially come back into that level here. And then here on the daily chart, now I want to give you also a slightly more bullish outlook. Here we have flipped the EMA ribbon out to the upside. So here, the worst case that can happen for me here on the daily would be if we are coming back down to the EMA ribbon and test the ribbon and bounce from there back to the upside. So that would be a move to $27,163 right now. Don't forget, that is a moving target. So as every day goes on, this line or this ribbon is going to extend here and trend for the time being further upwards as long as the Bitcoin price is staying above that ribbon. So if we can manage to stay above the ribbon, then we should usually also see here a continuous move to the upside. Yeah, it would be still in the cards that we see a move then to around $30,000, maybe even a little bit higher. But again, you see also here on this indicator, this lighter red area here that I'm in, that is massive resistance for Bitcoin. And I believe we're gonna see something like this over the next coming days, potentially a week playing out here. So also on the CME futures gap, I want to remind you about something, and that is that if we are staying at the prices where we are at right now, then we have just a really small CME gap. Because on Friday, yesterday, we closed at $28,160 on CME. Right now, we are around 28-ish. So there will be not a big CME gap. It will be quickly filled. But if we would get tomorrow a scam move before CME opens, and let's say we get here to this swing high, then we have, of course, a big CME gap, which would then also indicate that most likely by Monday or Tuesday, we would come back to these levels to close it. And that could coincide with a move to $29,000. So I want you to really pay attention over the next 48 hours what's happening here with the Bitcoin chart, especially if you are trading it, because here around $26,200, $26,400, we have another CME gap down here that was not filled yet. And that is another another valid point for me why I believe that we will come back down to that zone that I have just shown you here on this chart here. So definitely pay attention to that. Be careful trading over the weekend. Like I said, if we get the breakout above, at the 4-hourly chart and we close the 4-hourly candle above here our symmetrical triangle, we can trade it, but otherwise I would stay away from it. Guys, that's it already for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.